English podcast. You ever catch yourself saying, "I don't have time"? It rolls off the tongue so easily, doesn't it? Almost like a reflex, like you're just too busy, caught in the whirlwind of life. But let's get real for a second. What if I told you that "I don't have time" is one of the oldest, most successful lies we've been telling ourselves and others? And what if, just for a minute, we considered that maybe, just maybe, it's not that we don't have time. It's that we don't want to make time. Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. The whole no time thing is so convenient. It's like a magical shield that protects us from guilt, responsibility, and even the fear of failure. We get to wear it like a badge of honor. Look at me. I'm so important. I've got no time for you. We say it at work, to friends, to family, even to ourselves. But here's the thing. Time, my friend, is not some scarce, mythical creature. It's everywhere. We have time. We just spend it on other things. It's easy to blame our packed schedules, the meetings, the endless emails, the chores that never seem to end. But have you ever stopped to think about where your time is actually going? It's funny how we cannot have time to do something important, but somehow there's always time for scrolling through social media or binge watching that show we swore we'd finish last year. Funny how that works, right? It's not that we don't have time. It's that we choose not to prioritize it. The real question is, why don't we prioritize the things that matter? Why does "I don't have time" become a go-to excuse for avoiding uncomfortable tasks, hard conversations, or things we just don't feel like doing? It's almost like an automatic, pre-programmed response that we've learned to rely on to get out of responsibility. And honestly, I get it. It feels easier, doesn't it? Just say "no time" and move on. But let's flip this script for a second. If we're being honest, when we say "I don't have time," it's really saying "I don't care enough to make time for this." Ouch, right? But think about it. If something or someone is important to you, don't you somehow find time for it? We all have 24 hours in a day. Yet some people manage to squeeze in workouts, quality family time, and even pick up a new hobby. So what's the deal? It's not about having time. It's about choosing where to spend it. We often fail to recognize that saying "I don't have time" is a way of staying comfortable in the chaos. It's easier to say we're too busy than to confront the reality that we're not prioritizing what really matters. It's a way of maintaining control over our little corner of the world, where we can avoid feeling guilty or inadequate. We're all guilty of it. I know I am. But what if, instead of using that excuse, we took a second to ask ourselves, what if I did have time? What if we allowed ourselves to see how much time we waste and how much we could actually do if we just shifted our priorities a little bit. In the end, time is not something that gets stolen from us. Okay. It's something we give away willingly, often, without even realizing it. We'll stop and ask, is it really true? Or is it just another well-worn lie? Time is a funny thing. The more we try to control it, the more it slips away. So, the next time you say, I don't have time, try flipping the script. Ask yourself, what am I actually saying no to? Maybe the problem isn't time. Maybe the problem is what we're choosing to do with it. Thanks for your time. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.